What's up, everybody? My name is Matt. Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, folks, I want to talk about everything going on right now with TERRA Luna Classic, including some very important updates I think you guys might want to take a look at. So if you guys are new, make sure to drop a like and subscribe, folks. I cover TERRA Luna Classic on the channel every single day. And of course, you're going to want to subscribe to stay in the loop. So that being said, folks, let's get right into it. So right now, at this particular moment, TERRA Luna is kind of hanging in there. And I talked a little bit about this in one of my previous videos, but essentially what went down is for those that actually owned TERRA Luna Classic at the time, they saw an airdrop of, you could guess it, regular TERRA Luna. And I think that is probably one of the main reasons why Luna actually has decided to pump on its own as opposed to TERRA Luna Classic, because people are, of course, receiving that airdrop and deciding, hey, you know, we're going to be very bullish, we're going to jump in. Now, that does not mean TERRA Luna Classic is going to just be phased out, because there actually is a lot of opportunity for this coin in the future. So we're going to get into all of that in today's video, folks. But before we do, guys, make sure to check out my Patreon, folks, down below in the description, so you guys can see exactly what cryptos and what NFTs I am buying and selling, as well as getting access to my crypto newsletter, my weekly NFT and crypto audio report, private access to my Discord, direct access to me, and a free altcoin checklist to get you guys started on your crypto journey. To be honest, guys, I think it's an absolute steal for only $10 a month, and I know you'll love it. Link down below in the description. So when we talk a little bit about what our options are, we have a main path to recovery, and that is what is being talked about here by Edward Kim, who over here on Twitter has been a very, very good source for information regarding the TERRA blockchain, of course. So he actually is working on it and, again, is providing some great information. So when we take a look at what the actual game plan is, the long-term game plan that these guys have, here it is broken down in very simple steps. So in September 2022, of course, the tax and burn deflationary mechanism is scheduled to begin at the end of September. That is, of course, the 1.2% tax, which every single time a transaction is sent or received on chain, there will be a 1.2% fee that people will have to spend each time, and hopefully that will lead to some level of deflation over time. Then at the end of 2023 and 2023, to repeg UST to $1, so giving utility back to the stablecoin. Now, that's very daunting, because if we take a look right now, of course, at UST, you guys will note that we actually have USTC, a rename of it, and take a look, guys, 7 cents. Not too good. Not too good. That is very, very rough. And again, the basic idea here is that when TERRA Luna originally was rapidly just printing new Luna, that was an effort to bring USTC back to $1. And you guys can see this graph is absolutely horrifying. It stays at $1, and then one day, oh my goodness, all the way down to like 26 cents. So just an absolutely dismal set of results there. And that basically sent this token into a free fall for a very long time. So definitely not a good look there, of course, on TERRA Luna UST, of course. So the goal is to burn Luna, of course, Classic at an even faster pace with market swaps and giving utility back to UST, which is very, very cool. And then the final piece of this whole kind of equation here is in 2023, with the strong community attracting utility back to the chain, additionally with the core technology to enable new projects. That really, in my view, is going to be what is going to change everything, whether or not new projects are able to use TERRA Luna Classic to be able to build off of. And again, what we enter is the question of, do we have two successful coins here? Is TERRA Classic going to be able to coexist with just regular TERRA Luna? And again, I think if you're really smart, you could play this well, where you are able to sell regular Luna when it pumps and then put it into Luna Classic, and then vice versa, you know, sell Luna Classic when it pumps and put it into regular Luna. I think you could build a very, very nice bag of two, you know, have some space here in both of the two ecosystems. And I think most people would be wise to do that. Then, of course, if we take a look at the rest of what he talks about, of course, he's saying that the taxes can be charged and burned for on-chain activity, such as sending between wallets and smart contracts that interact with the chain. To activate this, a governance parameter proposal will need to be passed that specifies the exact amount of tax to be charged, which again right now looks to be around 1.2%, and the associated tax cap. This proposal is imminent. So He's saying basically that the burden of the tax and burn would be shouldered by the core users. So you, as a user of Terra Luna, you have to decide, do I want to pay 1.2% every single time I do frickin' anything? Do I want to do that, or do I want to watch this token inflate for eternity? And obviously, that's probably not a good idea. So they're saying that they cannot enforce taxes on off-chain activities. So if you're trading on centralized exchanges, so say you're on Coinbase or Binance or something like that, unfortunately, that 1.2% tax, unless that centralized exchange is like explicitly trying to go out of their way to support it, they don't have to oblige by that. And, that does definitely make it tough, because again, you want, as much possible to deflate the supply, but that does very much make it challenging. So, again, some have already started to, begin a burn in efforts to support that. So, MEXC Global, here's an example of one that has actually decided to jump on board and try to support the idea of burning a lot of Terra Luna. Then, when, of course, they talk about the idea of repegging, of course, they say the blockchain defaulted, stopped making payments on a loan, and then the 10.3 billion remaining USDC in circulation became approximately $9.5 billion bad debt. So, Terra Classic's position today is akin to an emerging market country like Argentina in the wake of a debt default. And again, like I told you guys earlier, in simple terms, UST gets depegged through some kind of loan scheme, and unfortunately, the response is just to mint a ridiculous amount of Luna Classic, and that is why there's just so much out there. So, again, their goal here is debt restructuring in some way to resurrect the decentralized algorithmic stablecoin if, they go through some key pillars, if it doesn't break the back of the Luna Classic community, who would likely have to fund it. So that would unfortunately be us funding that. And again, they talk a lot about the USTC holders who today own 9.8 billion NFTs, backed by nothing more other than hope, or that we or Luna 2.0 will eventually assume a portion of their restructured debt. So very, very complicated here, but somehow if Terra Luna Classic is able to be restructured with $9.5 billion of bad debt, which offers USTC holders material consideration for their current USTC holdings and represents the best efforts of the Luna Classic community, will underpin a sustainable renaissance of the Terra Classic ecosystem. Cool. I like that. Again, is that going to work? Hard to say, but regardless, it definitely might not be a bad effort. And then, of course, we talk about the path to utility, the path to recovery. In the past 30 days, they averaged 8,000 new wallets every day, which probably is not all that much when I think about it, but they're saying that Cardano actually has a lot less, which is surprising to me. So definitely does look to be some people interested in using wallets on Terra Luna Classic. So overall, guys, a lot of interesting stuff going on with both, of course, Terra Luna and Terra Luna Classic and USTC as well. So an awful lot going on here, guys. But with that being said, I truly do hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you guys did, you know what to do. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe. By the way, folks, make sure to join my free Discord, guys, with the link in the description. You guys can see we have my free Discord here. Would love to have you guys hop on in here and just to talk about things. So if you guys want to talk to me about Terra Luna Classic or have any questions, you guys should always hop in there. So with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. As always, my name is Matt. I'll see you all on the next one. Peace.